Welcome to Lilas Studios. This is episode 17. Rip, get those teeth in so we can get this show started.
No, because I got that thing that hurts down here, so I got them out them some.
Oh, so you're doing it toothless?
Yeah, but I got my fucking Coke here. Oh, I cussed early. I got the coffee here. I'm gonna get right up here to the microphone. I'm gonna talk loud. Got notes
Does
prepared.
That camera look like it's right on me?
Yeah, it does. Well, you're just so
toothless aggression.
You're just so wide.
Instead of ruthless aggression, we'll say you're toothless aggression.
Okay.
The camera's got to be right on me.
Okay.
All right, episode 17, Rip. Can you believe we've made it this far?
No. I thought we'd be croaked by now, and the king would be shaking his head.
That's awesome. So we just had two great interviews today that'll be out later. Santino Marella.
That's right.
And what is that word you always say? The inevitable?
The inevitable.
Inevitable.
I got that from Sam Menaker.
Killer Cross. Two great interviews.
Two fantastics, completely fucking different, but both fucking great. Don't get any better than that.
Yeah, we just put out Damian Sandow. We need some more people to watch that. Tell the people out there, Rip, to that camera right there, to get on YouTube and watch that shit. Come on, tell them.
Well, we also need people to smash and subscribe to Lilas Studios with Rip Rogers on YouTube.
We have reached a good milestone of 800, but we're on kind of a pause the last couple days. 800 subscribers. Thank you very much. But you got to go to Lilas Studios with Hustle Rip Rogers at YouTube. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the little bell before or beside it so you get the notifications. And
come on, Rhonda.
Smash.
Come on, Rhonda. Come on, Rhonda, with Call to Cornet. Get him going. Stir him up.
Speaking of, somebody made a comment. I can't remember who it was. They said they're trying to get us and Cornet together or something. And I think he was in the Call to Cornet. And he's going to talk to Cornet or something and try to hook us up or some shit, he said. What do you think of that, Rip?
Be the greatest fucking ever.
Greatest ever.
Yeah.
You got your notes today? You know what we're doing about? That's 5 photos. We've already done that.
Okay.
This stuff on Killer Cross we never looked at, so that's
do we need to anyway? No, we're over.
So what's been up, Rip? How's your week been going, man?
Greatest fucking week there is.
Got your
I ain't croaked yet.
Shirt from Triple H on, I see. Trips.
Oh yeah, me and Trips, lifelong buddies. Don't get any better than that.
Do you guys text each other a lot, you and Trips?
We probably we FaceTime each other, He likes old, attractive men, and I like big noses.
Did you ever?
Not bad.
Did you ever talk to him when you were working with WWE?
No, he was just a young goof.
Yeah. Now he's an old goof?
Yeah. No, he's a rich old goof. Took too many steroids, got heart problems now. It don't matter. Married the boss's daughter.
That he took steroids, or is that like a legend?
Well, if you have bitch tits give it away.
I mean, does he have bitch tits? I kind of got bitch tits. I didn't.
No, you just got fat tits.
Isn't that kind of the same? No.
No.
Interesting. So, if Triple H would call you right now and offer you a job, would you take it with WWE?
Doubt it.
No.
No, not interested. They destroyed the wrestling business. I love the wrestling business. They destroyed the fucking wrestling business.
How?
Yeah, okay. No, hey, I'm going to get on TV. First, I'm going to say, we don't have to pay taxes in New Jersey or whatever state it was because, hey, ours is phony, pre-planned bullshit. It's an exhibition.
Oh, is that why they did that?
Yeah.
Is that why they went entertainment?
Yes. Oh, yeah. Well, now yeah. So you lost 10% of your thing, but you lost fucking 70% of your goddamn fucking business. Or you had to raise your goddamn ticket prices to make up for it. Now the fans would be fucking crying for the baby faces believing in it, which I still believe in. I still think it's goddamn real. Fans want to believe it's goddamn real like a movie. Hell, Rocky's fucking selling. I'm goddamn crying in the goddamn fucking movie. I know it's a goddamn movie, but you get carried a fucking away. Now why would I get carried away? Hey, this guy needs a push. This is awesome. Oh, that shouldn't be a finish hold. Did you see his finisher? Oh, what a spot that was. Did you see that dive? Fuck you, fucking marks.
I think it's after 5 minutes. I think we're safe with all the F words and
Did I say a lot? Well, you always say you're going to go back and edit. Yeah, okay, I got you.
I'll go through and edit all those out. So
I know. But let's expose it all on Tough Enough. Oh, this is how you do it. We're gonna bring right on TV. Huh? What? Well, I didn't know that. Well, you're not supposed to know it. Jesus fucking Christ. If fucking Harry Houdini went on there and exposed how he fucking did all his fucking magic tricks, you wouldn't want to go with the magic tricks because you know it was all bullshit.
You know they did expose it. He didn't, but there have been shows on TV.
Yeah, but Harry's been dead for a while, so it don't make any difference.
Right. They had the guy that actually did it. He was called like the Mask Magician or something. He wore a mask because he didn't want to.
It's probably like when Harley Race did it on wrestling and he wore a mask.
But I'm just saying because he didn't want people knowing who it was.
Right.
Exposing the business.
Yeah. Fuck, all the other ones would want to get him.
Yeah.
Well, why do you want to fucking do it anyway? That's fucked up.
Yeah, and I don't know if he ever unmasked himself or not.
He might have been.
This was probably a good decade ago.
He might have been the masked penis.
You
never know.
You never saw that one?
No, I missed it.
Do you like magic?
Oh, I love magic.
Do you?
Uh-huh. You know who Harry Houdini was named after?
Harry Knight?
No, not Harry Knight.
The old teacher from Seymour?
Harry Knight, he had
the gimmick thumb.
The gimmick fingers cut off, so he'd always act like he was picking his nose with the fucking one thing. So we had on the freshman football team at Shields Junior High School, which is Seymour Senior High School, with the ninth grade before they went out there. We had Daryl Hacker, who was a football coach, and he had the one arm.
Yeah.
But he could tie his fucking tie
with one arm.
With one arm, and he made himself drive a stick shift with one arm. He was so fucking unbelievable. And he used to fucking make me get down on the ground. He kicked field goals off my fucking nose. Now, how badass was Daryl fucking Hacker and Harry Knight? We loved those fucking coaches.
You think you could do that these days?
Oh my God, they've been banned forever. No, more than 3 generations.
Now, when they kicked field goals or whatever off your nose,
yes.
Did you go home and like tell the story at least or anything? Like, did your parents care? Did you care?
Oh, hell no. I was like honored.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because they didn't have spikes on.
Yeah.
So they had just the regular street shoes, so he couldn't rip my face up or anything. He could have, if he wanted, he could have ripped me and kicked me and just fucking kicked me and killed me. But, you know, we might have had... Hell, I remember that Walt Winton made the JVs run 40-40s after a loss. A couple guys passed out. He got all kinds of trouble about that.
Oh, he did get in trouble?
Yeah, but the thing about it was a bunch of fat guys basically walking that 40 yards. They had so fucking out of shape anyway.
You know how the gym... Well, I don't know if it was like that back then, but at the main Seymour gym at the top, we were like practice courts, and they had volleyball, basketball. They had a million lines on them. I was on the freshman B team. Bob Louster was our coach. Freshman B team, at halftime we were playing so bad, he made us run up there and hit every line. So there was like a million lines, and we ran the entire halftime until the buzzer sounded, and we came back down. And the A team just sat up there and laughed at us and watched us.
What an asshole.
It was awesome.
Did you guys get the shit beat out of you more because you're too
remember.
tired?
I don't remember. I have no idea. You know, I just talked to him on Facebook not long ago.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't care. I mean, it was fine. I always took whatever any coach pretty much gave me.
I remember Coach Britton was I was pitching and I had to run 40s. And
During the game?
No, it was practice or something, and we'd do something. And his big thing is you'd start at home plate. One guy would run first, second, third home, and the other one would run third, second, first base home, and there'd be like a collision at the goddamn thing. Jesus fucking Christ.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I took all the shit you gave me when you were my coach, you know?
Well, you
Kicked
had
me
to.
out of the ring.
Well, you was so fucking rotten, I had to. You was killed in the town.
3 times in one practice I remember getting kicked out.
Well, first of all, you got sympathy.
Yeah, but nobody was there. It was the guy. You think the other guys are going to have sympathy for me? It wasn't like with an audience. It was practice.
No, you always want the sympathy. Yeah.
I felt like I was just not very good, and then
Well,
people
you
were
wasn't.
like, "You got us kicked out of the ring again," and then it was more heat I felt than sympathy.
Well, you had sympathy with me because you're so fucking rotten. But you got better.
Yeah, a little bit. You never watched any of my matches. You would never know. You'd never know what all the stuff me and APOC did, and all the matches.
You know
we
why?
had.
You know why?
Because you never watched it.
Well, the thing about it is, if somebody said, "Did you watch my match?" and I might have watched it, you know what I'd say? No, because then he couldn't ask me nothing.
Yeah, but you never watched ours. You weren't even there. You were never there for any of them. I remember there were times, I think he talked about it when he was on our show.
Who?
APOC. Like we would put in some of like either DCW or OVW and start doing some of the matches as part of our class and reviewing them or whatever. And then before we'd ever get to our match, you'd be like, all right, go stretch. Hit the ring, whatever.
Well, we got a fucking time limit too.
Well, yeah, but we were always last on the show or whatever, and then you would never get.
God, you're like a bunch of fucking cunts.
You
need your fucking you need your fucking validation.
I just wish you would have watched one match I ever had.
Oh
really,
God, I might have fell fucking asleep. I might have fucking
one match.
I might have fucking puked.
I mean, I drove you to West Virginia.
My dad had to take a big fucking shit. You never know.
Just one match.
As long as Romer got a picture of it, that's all that matters.
He was late. He didn't get the picture either. If you would have just watched one match, really, that's all
that would have been it, huh?
All I wanted. So let's we would dive into some wrestling today, Rip. You want to talk any wrestling today?
Hey, we talk wrestling 24/7 on here, don't we?
No, we don't.
Oh, we don't.
It's probably one of the only wrestling shows out there that hardly ever talks about wrestling.
Well, what can you say? It's fucking rotten. Well, it's like, guys, it's like the NBA. Nobody watches. Nobody gives a fucking shit. They've killed it with the goddamn...
I'll tell you what, this is recorded, but I'm going to watch the NBA Finals today.
Oh, I am too.
Okay, well, then some people watch. Me and you're going to watch.
Yeah, we're going to watch it, but the numbers will be way down, and you can't get it. I don't think you can get a better fucking matchup.
Now, I didn't watch one game during the regular season.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't watch... I don't know that I watched any playoff games. Used to, I'd at least watch all the playoff
right.
games. I think this year, only the NBA Finals. And I've seen two of the... Was there 4 or 5? I've seen 2 of the 5 games so far.
Yeah.
So that's not a lot.
Okay, I've seen them all. Well, I've seen what I can, what I could.
You watch a lot of TV though.
Not I watch. No, I do. I check the scores on my phone.
But you're gonna watch tonight though.
Oh, if I'm at the gym, I will.
So we got some big news in the wrestling world. Now this is going to be obviously a little delayed when it comes out next Monday night. Big story that broke today. Vince paying some hush money. It looks like $3 million or something. Had some sex with a employee. Looks like
that's an expensive piece of pussy, ain't it? Can we say that?
Have you ever paid that much, Rip?
I do about every other week. I think.
Every other week.
Yeah.
So from what I've seen come out so far, it looks like he's had like an affair, whatever you want to call it. I didn't see if she really like blackmailed him or not, but he gave her a job, $100,000 a year, went to $200,000, I don't know, something like that, a couple bonuses.
Well,
but over the years, it's up to like $3 million.
Well, shit, that must be gold-plated pussy.
So what do you think about that? You got any take on that?
Fucking Vince is living the life, baby. It's awesome.
Now, obviously, if she was like blackmailing him,
mm-hmm.
blackmail is illegal. But is it illegal to have sex with somebody and then pay them not to tell your wife? Is that illegal?
I don't know. Where's Stephen P. New when you need him?
Stephen P. New, baby, we need you on the show.
That's right.
I'm serious though. Is that illegal?
I don't have any idea.
Now, I think the problem is that she works for WWE, so it's actually WWE is investigating. You know, they're publicly traded now, so...
Well, that's Vince's fault. He should have just kept it all in goddamn fucking safe and keep pounding that big P, you know. What the hell?
So now that they're...
The human jackhammer just going at it.
Since it was an employee coming out against the owner, CEO, whatever he is, all of the above, he's getting investigated internally, I think.
Well, somebody was goddamn internal, I'll tell you that way. And then Johnny Ace, he's going to have to suffer too, right? Because Vince fucking hit him up with it too.
Threw him under the bus?
Yeah.
Who would run it? Stephanie's gone. Shane's gone. If they run Vince out of his own company?
Yeah. How much money will he get?
I don't know, man. So that's the other thing I heard. And I don't know if this is true or not, but I heard Stephanie's actually involved in a lawsuit with MLW, and that's why she stepped away.
What'd she do with that?
I have no idea. You in on that? You know any inside information on that?
Nope, don't know anything about it. But no matter what, she's had a charmed life. I don't think the little princess has suffered any. and she ain't gonna suffer, and she's gonna come out probably being a billionaire on her goddamn own, and Triple H is laughing because he married the boss's fucking daughter. Smartest man in wrestling. Give him credit for that.
But could this be the downfall of the McMahons?
Well, nothing.
Could we be seeing it, right? Could be.
Nothing. Yeah, nothing lasts forever. Think of all the territories. Oh, Dick the Bruiser, he's going to do it forever. Eddie Graham will be there forever. Bill Watts will be there forever. Ole will be forever. The Funks will be there. Don Owens will be there. Mike LaBelle will be there. The Sheik will be there. Emile Dupre will be there. Stu Hart will be there. No, don't. Carlos Colon will be there. Crockett's will be there. Well, hell, both them some bitches all went bankrupt. Everybody has their time in the sun, and then it's over. And nothing lasts forever.
Wow.
Hey, that's the way it is. Used to be Chesterfield cigarettes.
Where are that'll last forever.
Yeah, where are they now?
I'm convinced. Maybe we can buy the WWE. You got any money?
I got $3. I got that $3 left. That's about it. I gotta get.
Wonder what it would sell for? Million, billion, 10 million, 100 million?
Oh, probably $5 billion.
$5 billion?
Yeah.
Ah, that seems like a lot. There was a
Well, hell, look, you're paying goddamn quarterbacks $40 million a goddamn year to be above average.
Yeah, but no quarterbacks play for WWE.
No, but WWE is a company. We're talking about one guy getting that.
If you could afford it, would you buy it, or would you just start your own like Tony Khan?
Oh fuck! I'd be like, if I had that money, I'd start my own.
Would you?
Oh fuck yeah! Then I could be like Tony. I could be the booker. I could say fuck during interviews. I could be over. Everybody would kiss my ass. No matter what I would say, they'd say, "Oh, what a great idea, Tony! You're the greatest. You're fantastic. You got a big fucking snabbits. I wish I could be like you sometime." Then you own the Jaguars. He's a goddamn money printing machine.
But the main thing is you could say fuck in your interview.
Oh yeah, well Tony does that.
That'd be what you would most look forward to.
Oh yeah, because I do it now. But hey, fuck it. Now I'm going to do it even more because Tony does it.
That's awesome.
You know, and he has
So let's say that you did start your own company.
Mm-hmm.
Would you really? I just can't see you doing everything on your own.
Oh no, I'd hire Cornette.
That's
right
what
away.
I was going to ask.
No, Cornette would run. He'd pretty much. He would run everything.
Well, he wouldn't probably want to. Would he want to run everything?
Well, no, but you know the wrestling. So he can do his programs. He can do his television. There's nobody to fucking tell him what I want. I don't want to do this. Give him complete authority. If somebody steps out of line, just get rid of him then.
So you give him free reign.
Oh, yeah. I said, Jimmy, I know you're going to lose your temper a couple times. Try and count to 10. I know you won't, but try. See if you can get to 5. We want you for longevity. You're getting up in there in years like me. So have some fun with this. Have a good time and do what you want to do.
What would your role be? Would you be the trainer, or would you hire somebody else to train and oversee? What would your role be in your own company?
God, I think it's best to do nothing and just hang out.
You think you could really do nothing?
Well, I mean, I'd like to have somebody like Randy teach my class. You know what I mean? Teach the class. He know what I want, but I don't want to be. I want them to understand this shit. I want everybody to learn how to know how to call in the goddamn ring.
You gotta have more than one teacher. Who else would you have?
Why do you have to have more than one?
You don't think so?
No. We'll bring guest instructors in. Hey, boys, we're going to work on lucha today. This is a guy, we're going to do tag team specialties today. We're going to do a hot fucking tag thing. We're going to learn how to fucking sell and fight back without fighting back. Huh? You'll figure it out what it goddamn.
So you got you, Cornette, and Randy so far. Anybody else? I mean, surely I could do something, can I? Can I get hired to do something? I'm
just going to have you on payroll. You don't have to do nothing. You can hang out.
Nice.
Unless you want to train the girls.
Can I be an extra every once in a while, or
is that what you want?
Like security something. I'd like to do something.
Well, you just want to get out of the house, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to be on TV. You know, I'd like to hang out, do something. Train the girls would be fine too.
Okay,
it'd be fine. You have to have announcers. Do you have any I mean, obviously I can't announce, but any announcers come to mind?
Oh, we got to have Timmy Baltimore in.
Timmy Baltimore, yeah, that'd be awesome. He'd be back. What about like a stooge, a gopher? You got any? I don't really want to be the stooge. You got anybody for that job?
Well, fucking Kenobi's got
Kenobi?
experience at that. He was Triple H's right hand man for about 10 years.
This sounds like it might be the greatest wrestling promotion. You know, the only thing we need is a name now. You got a name?
No. How about Lilas Wrestling?
Lilas Wrestling.
And then when the show opens, we'll have Lilas dribbling the basketball.
Yeah, and the king shaking his head.
And the king shaking his head, and she'll be showing me that pivot. And then pretty soon she'll do that pivot and the reverse pivot.
That's right.
And she'll pump. She'll do it up and over or under or over and under or whatever the fuck you call all that shit.
She's got a mean pivot, Rip. I tell you that.
Oh, she's got a mean little mouth. Gee whiz.
Hey, there's one more tidbit of wrestling news that we should probably discuss, whether you want to or not. Jeff Hardy just got arrested again, his third time for a DUI. I saw the video on TMZ. Didn't look very good. You got any take on that, Rip?
Well, Jeff's been in the wrestling business a long time. I think he started as a teenager. I
think so.
Okay. So he's been in the entertainment business for years and years and years. He probably doesn't know any normalcy. And he's also got time off. And when you got time off and you'd rather be fucking wrestling.
But he was currently wrestling now.
But wrestling ain't wrestling now.
Oh.
Because before he might be working 20-some days in a row.
I see what you're saying. He
now,
only does TV once a week or whatever.
So
yeah.
You're bored to death.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Because when I was in Germany, and Regal got on me because I was getting some free pills. And he said, "You're turning into a drug addict." And he'd take me on the phone. And I was. Because what I did was, we didn't have to travel, but we wrestled every day.
Yeah.
But I'm training 5 hours a day. But then after the shows, I'm bored. I can't train anymore. Everybody else was getting drunk, going out to clubs. I'd take them goddamn free pills. And they'd be like a dumb fuck. Then I heard myself, and I said, "Well, threw them some bitches away," and never went fucking back to them.
You were done, huh?
But I can see how you're bored. How much training can you do? You want to stick with stuff you love and passions, and you do stuff like if you're a drinker. That's like you've been a drinker your whole life, correct?
Well, I mean, sure.
Okay, I mean that's to you that's normal.
Yeah.
And if he's been drinking his whole life, that's normal for him.
Yeah.
Me, I haven't taken a drink since New Year's '86. And where'd they find me in Lexington? On the top of the bar, naked, posing. And the cops got me down, started fucking laughing.
Well, no, wait, you never told us that far.
Huh?
You never.
Yeah.
You quit way before that part. So you were naked posing on a
Yeah.
bar?
Uh-huh. On
You failed,
New Year's Eve.
You failed to mention that part.
Well,
last time you.
I was drinking immense quantities.
Now, is this one of those stories that just gets better over time, or is this the
No,
truth?
no, this is
true?
yeah.
So you've been holding back on it.
Immense quantities of vodka with fruit punch and playing cards. And we went down there, and hey, there wasn't no reason to just jump up on the bar, start fucking posing. I knew the cops that was in there. I might as well drop the undies and get the helicopter going.
So did the cops then turn on you, or
No, they just fucking started laughing. Get him out of here. Get him out of here.
Wow, our subscribers will definitely get over 800 after this episode.
Well, I hope so.
That's awesome. I didn't know that part of the story, Rip.
Yeah, so anyway, let's hope Jeff gets himself taken care of.
Well, I don't think he's going to have much of a choice because he might be behind bars. I don't know. AEW says now they're going to get him in rehab, which is what WWE tried to do when he left WWE.
But he didn't want to do it, right?
Correct. And then they kind of turned on them, saying he didn't, have a problem and wasn't drinking and stuff like that or whatever. But I would say that he probably was. Because remember that match he left? He walked out of a match, went through the crowd.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Anyway, I don't
know. See, I'm thinking, well, he might have got hurt. He might have got his bell rung. I don't know.
Well, they said this last match they had with the Young Buck, supposedly he did. He got knocked out during the match or something.
Okay.
Said he didn't remember any of it.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of brought that up when he got pulled over by the cops, that he had like an appointment for his brain.
Yeah.
So that could have something to do with it too, I suppose.
I've got my bell rung, and I couldn't talk. I was just like I was drunk, but something, my motor, fuck, I couldn't talk. Didn't know what the fuck
You know
to
who
do.
that was against? Where was that at? You know? You remember? Probably don't
No.
remember. You got your bell rung.
Hell, I can't remember nothing anyway. You know that.
What were your injuries like? Did you have a lot of injuries, head injuries, any kind of injuries back in the day? I mean,
Well, we all did, but you didn't go to the doctor because he might not let you wrestle, and they would cover you a day or two, then they just fire you because the show must go on.
yeah.
That's why you had to fucking learn to work. That's why you couldn't do all this stupid, dangerous shit. You know, I tore my quad. It's still fucking torn. Never missed a goddamn fucking day. Broke my goddamn elbow. Still can't touch the thing right there. Broke my fucking hand. Got serious rotary cuff injuries working this asshole named Von Lilas, you know.
Now, were your injuries due to doing stupid shit, or
No.
was it just?
I remember I was working WWF and I had to have knee surgery. I just got up
Yeah.
and my knee exploded. Boom.
I think Nick. He blew his out like on a drop kick or leapfrog.
You get
or
hurt
something.
doing something simple usually. But, you know, when you're pro wrestling, hell, I don't care if you're playing slow pitch softball or pickup basketball, you're going to get hurt.
Yeah. Did you watch any of the AEW show last night?
Was it last night? God, I missed it.
Did you record? Did you record it to watch later?
No, I don't watch TV. You know that.
Mm.
Except I'm at the gym and the bicycle, riding the bike, watching the NBA. Son.
Rumor has it you fell asleep at the gym. I don't know.
Well, that
Is
ain't a
just
rumor. That happens a whole lot.
Does it?
Yeah, I'll be riding the bike or leg extension.
That's your two spots.
Yeah, but when I'm actually riding a bicycle, all of a sudden, I'm just heads down, leg extension. I look up the clock. It's 35 minutes I've been on the leg extension. Okay, must have done something right or wrong or whatever.
Maybe we should get to our territory talk now.
Okay,
You got any territories to talk
Oh,
about?
give me a territory.
I'm trying to think if there's anybody left from ICW that I can... somebody had made a comment and wanted to do a whole show on the Poffos. I don't know if we can ever want to do a whole show on the Poffos. I was trying to think if there was somebody else from ICW.
Sam Diamond.
Sam Diamond, baby. No, we talked about him quite a bit.
No, I mean Sam. Was it Sam Diamond wanting to know something?
No, it was somebody else. I can't remember who it was. I always tell people to email me. It's real important to email. TheLilasStudios@gmail.com. TheLilasStudios@gmail.com. We'd love all the comments on YouTube because that helps boost it up. Love it. Keep making the comments. I'll keep replying to you. But if you got like a question or suggestion or something like that, send it to TheLilasStudios@gmail.com, because what I do is I actually go through them and I get those either printed out or written down, and we're going to cover them here in a little bit on the show. The comments I'll reply on the thing, but it's too hard to get through every show and go back through all the comments and try to figure all that out. Does that make sense, Rip?
A little bit, you know.
How about a Leaping Lanny story? We talked a lot about Randy Savage, but we don't talk about his brother, Lanny, I don't think, nearly as much. Anything on Leaping Lanny? Did he get started way later? Was he that much younger? Where did he fit in coming in?
Lanny's
was he ever a heel in ICW? I know he was in WWE. Talk about Lanny. You got any Leaping Lanny?
Well, when Lanny first started, he graduated from high school.
Oh, really?
And his dad was wrestling all the time. Randy and Lanny were in grade school, and he had bleached blonde hair, and he was one half the Devil's Duo.
Lanny did?
No, this is Angelo.
Oh, Angelo. Okay.
Yes, and then so when Lanny graduated from high school, he went to work for the old Cheek, and Lanny was doing like a poof gay gimmick, which if I can say that, I did. If not, if I ain't allowed to, I
Yeah,
said
that's
it.
fine.
Yeah, okay. He was doing the poof gimmick, the effeminate gimmick, and he had bleached blonde hair, and they were the Poffos, and Saul Weingroff, who was George Weingroff's father, he was their manager, and they were the United States Tag Team Champions, or whatever the top tag team belt for Detroit was when Lanny was like 18 years old. And then Randy was playing pro baseball, and then he'd come home and work under the hood as a spider, and then he was Randy Poffo, and then Ole Anderson eventually named him Randy Savage because he was such a savage.
So Ole did that, huh?
Yeah, Ole did that. But yeah, Lanny wrestled as a heel when he first started, and he's a good heel, a very good heel.
Really?
Oh yeah. Once you see, he was like Pez. Once you seen him, if you seen Pez as a babyface, you couldn't imagine him as a heel. But then you see him as a heel, and you couldn't imagine him as a babyface.
Yeah.
It was they could just turn it on, just back and forth, night and day. Slide and glide, push and pull, in and out, Furby Derby, K and fade.
Was Lanny ever in Memphis?
Oh yeah, he went to Memphis when they was folding up the territory at the end. Randy and Lanny, and then most of the ICW guys were working the Memphis territory. When Randy and Lanny went to WWE or WWF at the time, they were working in Memphis. And Randy was selling Amway or something over the thing, and Jimmy Hart,
really?
Yeah, Jimmy Hart got him booked over the phone. He got his number, and Jimmy told him Vince wanted to fucking give him a job.
Wow.
And Randy thought, well, hell, he thought he'd burn so many bridges they wouldn't give him a job, but they knew how goddamn good he was, and they could fucking see that. And then Randy right away, which everything, he was family. Randy was, because they moved around a lot. So he just wanted to make sure Lanny had a job. So Lanny had a job. He also had a good heel run there, and he was on the Saturday Night Main Event against Hulk Hogan that one time. He didn't even beat him.
Oh, he was?
Yeah.
Was that when he was like the genius?
Yes.
Did he go as the genius?
Yes, he was the genius there. But what it was see, Miser, they used to wear the graduation cap and the graduation gown years ago. So Lanny just pulled out some stuff that his dad used to do, is what it was. So
Really?
Angelo set the pace, and the Sons followed it up.
So how old do you think they were when they finally made it to like WWF? Were they?
Oh, I can tell you. Randy was probably 31, about 33, I'm thinking. About 33, and Lanny was like 2 years younger.
I was thinking maybe he was older, but he probably just always looked. I always thought Randy looked old, like always looked.
Yeah, Randy looked, when Randy was 23, 24, and he had the long hair, the scraggly beard. Hell, he could have passed for goddamn 38, 39, or 40. But then when he was 38, 39, or 40, he basically looked the same.
Story, Rip. Kind of went to Randy a little bit, said Lanny, but we got a little Lanny in there.
Yeah, well, Lanny's famous for having a way above average snabits.
Is he really?
Yeah, and he can actually pull it up and put his mouth on it, and everybody, the guys.
No way.
Oh yeah, he's so flexible.
Have you seen it?
Oh yeah, it was just a normal thing. Everybody want to see it. He just go whoop, and that was it.
Holy cow.
So he's over with me. I wish I had the thing that he had. It's fucking great, fantastic, greatest ever. And Lanny Poffo has the greatest right hand in fucking wrestling.
Does he?
You watch that motherfucker, he can punch you right in the fucking nose, right in the goddamn fucking mouth. Not no shitty ass punchers. But the thing about it is, it's so fucking good and looks so fucking devastating. Then when there ain't a mark or swelling or whatever, it looks so you gotta limit them. That's like it's like Lawler could throw nowhere near a punch that Lanny could, but he was projected, So if you're getting projected, that's one thing. But if you got that great punch and you're not projected, you better not use it too much because you're gonna lose anyway.
Lawler's was pretty good though.
Yeah, but nothing like fucking Lanny's. That right hand, huh?
That was Memphis though. They punched you 1,000 times.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah.
Never had a mark at all.
Right.
I think we're gonna get to a couple emails, Rip. How about that?
As long as we got the guy from a different country that watches us.
Hey, he emailed us.
And
our fan from Israel.
And then the Weasel girlfriend, boyfriend, or Chappy or Chappy.
Classic Chappy. Weasel's either girlfriend or boyfriend. Hey, can you tell us if you're a male or female, please? That'd be awesome. They always got. I don't. You read our comments. You probably do you even know how to read comments on YouTube?
Yeah.
You ever read the whole breakdown that class?
Oh, he has great ones, long ones.
Yeah.
He's probably the greatest fucking fan we got.
Stay classy, Chappie, because
he's over.
You're a #1 fan right now.
Yes.
You do the greatest rundown of our show. Maybe we can hire you as an intern to do some of this stuff that we can't do. It'd be awesome. First question, Rip. This is from Eric Jimenez. The question is, how did Rip make it to the 1993 WCW Battle Bowl? Sincerely, Rip's coffee guy, Eric.
Oh, that's from work. Eric, yeah.
How did you make it? So, WCW ran pay-per-views. One of them's called Battle Bowl. Rip famously, or infamously, whichever way you want to look at it, was in the 1993 Battle Bowl.
Why?
What was your role, Rip? How did that go down? How did that take place?
Dusty come up and says, Rip, I need you to be at that pay-per-view in Pensacola on the blah, 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 on that whatever date it is, Battle Bowl. I said, I can't. I'm working a goddamn fair show for Bobby Fulton that day. He looked at me and he says, you will make that. Or if you don't make that, I'll make sure you're blackballed. Yeah. That's what went on.
So you went.
So I went. And then Bobby never used me again.
I figured you just wouldn't go and be blackballed.
Well, I thought about it, but whatever, blah, blah, blah.
So Bobby never used you again?
Bobby never used me again, and I worked for him for a couple of years, every one of his fair shows.
I went to one.
Because I lived in Indiana, and his were all in Ohio.
Yeah. Was it like Sandusky, Lima? Where was that? Somewhere. I went. Me, you, Nick Dinsmore. Nick wrestled some tall dude named the Shadow, not the Shadow, or the other Shadow, a third Shadow.
This is the fourth Shadow.
Maybe the fourth Shadow.
Could be the fifth.
You were against Ricky Morton. I was your manager.
Okay.
You were supposed to get punched, didn't get punched.
Yeah.
Failed again as a manager, apparently.
Well, at least they didn't pull the gimmick out of your fucking pocket.
No, I didn't have a gimmick. You said, whatever you do, don't touch him. And he's over there going, choke me, choke me. And I'm thinking in my head, Rip said, don't touch him, whatever. Yeah. Got me rocking a hard place, as they say.
No, it don't matter, because all that matters is if promotion likes it. Don't matter if the other guy don't like it, because I told you you did what I told you, and that's all I give a shit about.
Yeah. So anyway, Battle Bowl, 93. Tell us the story of the Battle Bowl, like what happened in that match. It was pretty...
Well, it was supposed to be a thing where you drew names, so like, there would be teams like it was usually a baby face and a heel against a baby face and a heel, so there was always controversy and whatever. So I'm drawn with Road Warrior Hawk. So I'm
what
happy,
a rush, baby.
So I'm happier than fuck. So I high five, and he got mad at me. He punched me. Boom. So I'm all fucked up. So he goes to the fucking ring, and I'm fucking staggered to the fucking ring because I'm half fucking silly. And then Booker T comes down and stomps a mud hole in my goddamn fucking stomach. And then Davey Boy Smith, he like walks over me and like sort of drags me along. So the whole match starts, and I'm just selling the whole goddamn fucking match. Till finally Hawk tags me and picks me up and press slams me on top of Booker T, and I win. 1, 2, 3. Right after that, we go into the Battle Bowl Battle Royal. So they're announcing the names. Sting, Ric Flair, and the cheers, and then Dusty, smart enough as a businessman, after he'd seen that angle, he announced me last, and I'm fucking basically crawling to the fucking ring.
Now, was that for the same night?
Yes.
Okay.
We went right from the goddamn match, no break, to the fucking Battle Bowl, and I'm still fucked up, and I'm all fucked up. And then as soon as I get in the ring, everybody just beats the shit out of me. I got to win. A fucking upset, and I got to hand it to the fucking Dream. It was fucking awesome.
So they beat you up. Was it like over the top rope deal?
Yeah.
Like a battle royal. So then did you get tossed early, or you didn't?
I can't remember. I just knew it was a great segment, but it also shows you the thing where they can say, oh, you do this or I'll blackball you.
Yeah.
But that's the way the wrestling business always is.
So you and Hawk winning that match, did that do anything for you? Or I don't mean like that night. You didn't advance like in a tournament. It just went to the Battle Bowl after that, like the Battle Royal. So just a match.
Yeah. I guess it was those that got in the Battle Bowl. I can't fucking remember. That was goddamn 1991.
What was Hawk like? Did he like you? Did you ever talk to the Road Warriors? Like, were you...
Yeah. They're just normal guys.
Yeah?
Yeah, Hawk was cooler than fuck.
Was he? So he was cool with the angle? Like, Like he liked it all, whatever.
Oh, he didn't give a shit.
No.
He just, hey, Road Warriors. We was in Cleveland, Ohio, and I'm supposed to go on last with Tommy Rich, and the Road Warriors said, hey, and it was a very good house, and he said, you care if we go on last? I said, I don't give a fuck. Let me ask Ole. I said, Ole, you care if I go on last? I said, if I go on early and let the Road Warriors go on last, or give them a good babyface finish. He goes, I said, as long as I get paid the main event slot, that's all I care about. He said, no, you got the main event slot. I said, you guys go out there and do your fucking thing. You know, have a good fucking time. Steal the fucking show, baby. Have a good one.
Do you remember who you were working that night?
I was working Tommy Rich.
Oh, you just said Tommy Rich.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I don't listen to half the stuff you say.
Because
I know I'm going to have to watch it back a couple times anyways.
Because I remember when I was in the Omni. And I walk out there and I feel somebody staring a hole through me. It was Faith from Lexington. And I said, oh, fuck. I come in, I said, God damn it, who's here with fucking Faith? And Hawk goes, she's with me. I said, well, I don't want the fucking skanky bitch. Get fucking real. I said, she gave me the goddamn fucking crab years ago. Watch yourself. He goes, oh. Start laughing. Such is life, right?
That is awesome.
It don't get any better than that.
That's a good story, Rip.
Well, what the fuck,
Good
right?
story.
Memories.
All right, so thanks, Eric. That was all. I think we were still talking about that email, yeah.
Yeah, and then Eric brings me coffee all the time, with sweet and low and French vanilla in it.
Okay.
Coffee at work, so it's good for my heartburn.
Good for your heartburn. Hey, we got an email from Chase Winchester. Don't know where he's from. Hey guys, I know that you do not watch wrestling. Hey, that's a good start. He watches the show. He knows we don't watch wrestling.
Okay.
I can't read any of this. It looks like, I guess John Cena's coming back. Favorite wrestler growing up, nostalgia, watching wrestling, 2000. I can't even see it. He's 25. I should prepare for this stuff, man.
I'm glad you're wasting valuable.
Yeah, I'll edit it out. It says, what cool stories does Rip have being at WCW from 91 to 94, and whether if Jim Herd was as bad as what Jim Cornette makes him out to be. Cornette hates Jim Herd. What's your take on Jim Herd?
Well, I was around Jim Herd a lot, and it'd be like he majored in Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
Okay, and then they put him in charge of a wrestling company because it's the way the corporate world works. Then you just delegate. I guess he was a good pizza guy, but he wasn't a good wrestling guy. But they went from him to one guy was a fucking lawyer, then they made him a boss, and one guy ran the arenas, they made him a boss, and they knew zero about pro fucking wrestling.
Who owned it then?
Turner. Turner owned it. See, everything was corporate or whatever.
And Jim Herd,
yeah.
so he didn't know anything.
It'd be like if you worked for goddamn Kool-Aid under the fucking umbrella of Turner Broadcasting or whatever, right? And they fired you, but it's the good old boy system,
So
and you needed a job, so we're going to take you from Kool-Aid, we're going to make you head of wrestling. And if you got any good ideas, you just tell them, and you're the boss, so they got to do it because you're the boss.
Now, were you involved in like Herd stuff, or did you just come in and do your shit?
No, I just come in and do my you
weren't involved in the big storyline.
Oh hell no! I dealt with fucking if Ole was there, or if Bill Watts was there, Jody Hamilton, who's who I conversed with the most. I'd come in for every TV and I'd bring fresh meat for them, fresh guys. I brought Kane the first time. And and he come from St. Louis. I remember he sat in my back seat. And hell, he's about 6'8" or 9", broad as.
How did you know Kane to bring Kane?
I don't know. Somebody just sent him, like somebody I knew sent him or whatever. You know what I mean? Because I said, hey, I need good new guys. You know, the bigger they are, the more they'll fucking like them. You know what I mean? So
you think if I was wrestling then, you would have taken me?
Sure, you was tall and skinny. You wouldn't took up that much room.
I thought for sure you'd say no.
Oh no, I just charge you double trans.
I would drive and have to pay.
Yeah,
probably.
But you'd be you'd be teacher of the goddamn year, and this was just supplemental income, and you'd be on fucking TV, right?
Yeah, I would drive.
What the fuck?
I saw Steelman wrestle Undertaker on there just recently. He was Bob Steele, I think.
Yeah, usually when you'd see
Bob
Steelman
Steele.
on there, Lucky'd be on there too.
Oh, Lucky was always, yeah. The first three matches.
Yes,
were you, Steelman, and Lucky back to back to back.
No,
What a rib.
No,
that was so awesome.
Yeah, Jody, he'd say, "Who you got for me?" And I'd tell him, "You got Steelman." Up, good boy. Boom, put him against this guy. Blah blah blah. Lucky, okay, we got you. Kill him. All right. Then you go out there and have a good match. But don't have it too. You know, you get heat on yourself if your matches are too good. I said, "Good. I'll have a real good one just to piss everybody off. Fuck them all." That was me.
I guess his first question was, what do you think of John Cena in his career? You got any John Cena opinions, takes? I mean, he made a ton of money. And
Well, now look at him. How old is he now?
he's got to be
45?
Yeah, right in there. He's a little younger
The
than
son
me.
of a bitch is jacked, living life 100 times better than he ever could have thought he would dreamed. He's so fucking over,
Yep.
doing fucking movies. Everybody probably in the world that speaks English knows who he is.
Yep.
Or if they speak Spanish, they know who Johan Cena is or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he's reached the zenith of everything in his goddamn fucking career. So he probably could have had any woman on this fucking earth.
Probably has.
And he's still visiting the fucking hospitals. And you never really heard any big dirt on him when everybody's trying to dig it up. And to fucking go through that thing, survive that thing, and do exactly as the fucking boss wants, it don't get any fucking better than that.
I mean, people blast him sometimes, rip on him, his moves. Or,
fuck.
I think he's awesome. Man.
Yeah, fuck the marks. They don't fucking know.
Yeah.
They don't fucking know. Once you get in the wrestling business, there's all these rules you follow, and it's just, you don't have to say anything. No, you just don't do that. It's like doing a promo. You don't call a guy young. You don't call him old. You don't call him skinny. You don't call him fat. If you beat him, who'd you fucking beat?
Oh, yeah, that's what we talked about in the interview with, I think it was Santino.
Okay.
Or one of them. Maybe it was Killer Cross, I can't remember. One of them was talking, oh, yeah, it was him, because he said he learned that from me at Santino's Academy on doing promos. Don't sit there and bash it the whole time, because then you beat nobody.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Rip, we got another email here. Now, this is from... Oh, look, it does stay
classy, chappy?
Keep it chappy. Stay classy. Do you know who this is? And
No.
Just never told me?
No. Hell, I can't see it anyway.
Can't either. Couple questions, though, and I think we got to answer them since they comment on everything. Got a couple questions and a suggestion. Holy
shit. Just like the Weasel suggestion.
Yeah, and he's got banned.
Yeah,
you better be careful, classy chappy, because Weasel started saying shit.
You might think you're over, but
you got banned for life.
You try and get over and go into business for yourself. You'll quickly be eliminated.
Any part throughout your wrestling career, this is to you, obviously, not me. Any part throughout your wrestling career, did you have any regrets you can think of, or do you just accept how everything happened with no regrets?
No regrets at all.
None?
None. This is what I fucking wanted to do. In any job, you got your highs and your lows, your ups and your downs. You knew you were going to get old, or hopefully you did, and you knew you were probably going to get fucking hurt. But to go out there and travel the fucking world, you didn't have to work at McDonald's. You didn't have to work at goddamn fucking Walmart. You seen all this shit, met all these incredible fucking people. It don't get any fucking better than that, and you were pretty much doing it on your fucking terms. No fucking regrets on anything. Classy.
No. I was going to bring up a couple things, but we won't. We talked about getting fired a couple times. No regrets on any of that stuff.
No.
Get it your way. Don't give a shit.
No.
All right. Gotcha. Here's another question. I think if I could read this, maybe. It says, what if the wrestling industry treated like a business from your days to now? I don't know what that means. In what ways how wrestlers could prevent following the bad advices that can lead into the bad way towards the wrestling sport being deceased? I don't know what that means, classy chassis.
I don't know either. It might be you got a lot of promoters that are fucking marks. They don't understand the fucking wrestling business. All they do is drag it down farther.
I think they're talking about it's not being a sport so much anymore. Like,
Well, that's on the goddamn big boys.
Yeah.
Sports entertainment. It ain't fucking pro wrestling. They don't want pro wrestling. Hey, what's so funny? If you give them pro wrestling, people love it. It sticks out. It's not so fucking one-sided. It's not where when a fan, if you can call what's going to happen in a ball game, the ball game's not any good. When you're watching pins and fucking needles and the momentum swinging back and forth, and you think Golden State's going to come back and they do in the third, then they run out of gas and Boston beats the shit out of them. You just don't fucking know. You got Steph Curry missing 9 fucking 3-pointers in a row.
And they won.
And they fucking won. Right. That's what wrestling needs to be. It needs to be fucking upsets, not the same old shit. You don't have your fucking move set. Then you will buy everything because, oh, he got the stunner in. Oh, great. Fuck that. Treat it as a fucking sport.
I think they're wanting us to know. I think they want to do like a match on here, and then like you analyzed or whatever. That's a lot of work, man. I don't know how to do that. We're not real technically sound here to put a match on and then talk about the match. If you would be our intern, maybe we could do something like that. I'm just not sure. You're pretty good with technology, though, Rip. You think you could get a match on here and then talk about the match and show it all and put it on YouTube?
No. I'm not fucking. I don't. I'm trying to fucking push a button.
Hey, Classy Chappie, I'm sorry I butchered this whole email. I really do apologize. We don't do a lot of research, as you know, and we don't really prep for this show. And I'm trying to read this whole thing right now, live on the air. Just not coming off real well, so we'll try again next week. But it says, tell Manny the Weasel he's the GOAT of hot dogs.
Yeah, he's the greatest of all
time.
time.
The greatest of all time of hot dogs. Yeah. As he needs to be protected of all costs towards no slandering to his name.
Hey, MMA star Dan Severn suplexed Manny the Weasel.
We were going to put that on. We forgot about that.
He didn't even fucking hardly sell it, you know. He could hardly get his arms around him. He was so fucking fat. I thought he was going to knock the hot dogs off his neck.
I think we need to tease that. I don't know if you guys heard what Rip just said because he kind of whispers and doesn't talk in the mic. But what Rip was talking about is Manny the Weasel Valverde actually was in the ring with Dan the Beast Severn. Mm-hmm. And we've got it on tape. I've got it on tape.
Okay.
I think we need to bust it out.
Yeah, okay.
We will bury Weasel once and for all, getting damn near killed by Dan Severn.
Shit, what's he going to do in his mom's basement then?
That'll be the final nail. The final nail in his coffin. Hey, we got one last email. I actually really like this email because this used to be probably as a kid, my favorite wrestler.
Uh-oh.
Maybe besides you.
Who was your favorite wrestler besides me?
Paul Christie.
I was just fucking thinking that. The popular Paul Christie. Then he turned heel.
Wasn't he the Golden Boy or something?
Yeah, he was the Golden Boy, but then they would call him the popular Paul Christie. Then he fucking short-armed fucking Spike Huber, and he turned on him.
I was watching that match. I couldn't believe it, man.
I was there. I remember at the Expo Center in
went
Indianapolis.
To make that tag. And so this is from Jerry May. I don't know if you know Jerry May or not. Said, Vaughn, really enjoy the show. Please ask Rip if he has any stories on Paul Christie. Also, this is funny.
What?
Also, we have a new drinking game. Every time you say you're going to have to edit something, drink up. Keep up the great content. I got a drinking game on now. Me saying I'm going to edit that out.
I'll tell you this on Paul Christie. He's the guy that gave me Randy Savage's number and told me to call him to go to the Maritimes in summertime of '78.
You know where he's from? Illinois, no?
Evergreen Park, Illinois.
Is he?
Yeah.
So he gave you
Randy's number, and I called Randy on the phone, and Lanny knew who I was because we was tag team partners that Christmas night show in Nashville. And he knew I was the shits, but I was young and would do whatever I was told. Wasn't very good, but would have to get better.
Okay, so besides that, it's a good story. Give us something on Paul Christie. Was he older, a lot older than you? Or?
Oh, yeah.
Was he?
Uh-huh. He was...
Was he? You said Illinois. Was he always a bruiser? Did he go WWF at all?
Yeah, he went there after Randy got in. He was on Tuesday Night Titans or whatever. It was like the studio show with Lord Alfred Hayes and Vince McMahon. He would do card tricks on there. But he was always doing the magic tricks in the dressing room, and he could really fucking talk. He could hustle fucking women. He was a hell of a good-looking, athletic, intelligent carny. He was awesome.
Was he?
Yeah. Had the big fucking, I can't remember his convertible, but him and Duke George, they had them great fucking nice looking cars.
Did he wear like leopard tights for a while or something? I thought he wore.
He did when he turned heel.
Is that what he did?
And then he had Bunny Love, who was his valet, and it was his real wife, and she was his. And yeah, he turned heel, and he wore the fucking the leopard skin trunks and everything. And then when he was a heel, he was a complete chicken shit. It was lovely. Which was funny when I grew up my time watching Paul Christie as a babyface. Then he turns heel, he's completely just the opposite character.
How long were you with him? Like, did you actually wrestle him or anything? Did you wrestle?
No, I was a babyface. He was a babyface for Bruiser.
How long were you in the same, like, with Bruiser?
Oh, probably a year. Yeah, at least a year.
Who else was in that crew? Like Wilbur Snyder, Moose Cholak?
Yeah, Spike Huber, Steve Regal.
Mr. Electricity, Steve Regal.
Yeah, Jack Kruger, the bounty hunter. A different Dutch savage. His name was Steve. I can't remember his last name. Then a lot of guys. The Valiants were always in and out. Pepper Gomez in and out.
Heenan?
No, Heenan had gone by a long time by then.
Oh, he had?
Yeah, he was with Bruiser. Then he went to Atlanta before they were big time cable. Then he was with Vern Gagne for years and years, and then him and Mean Gene and Hogan took half the crew of AWA and took them off to WWF.
So I did lie. I said that was our last email. It wasn't our last email. Just hit me. We did have an email from Israel.
Oh, the Israelite.
The Israelite, Iran bin, maybe we'll just call him Iran bin, maybe. Said if Rick could get his hands on a current talent, men or women or tag team, to make them better, who would he choose? Do you even know any current wrestlers to help?
No, I don't watch it. If I don't care who you give me, I could make them better. It doesn't matter.
Okay, let's take that example instead of because listen. We're not trying to avoid the question. Rip really doesn't watch wrestling. He probably couldn't name 10 wrestlers right now, especially new wrestlers. If you had a handful of people and you were training them separately, like you used to, basically hands off, what would your style be? Would it be the same as you did when you were training at OVW? Would you try to make people as different than everybody else? What would you?
All I got to do is train them the way they're supposed to be trained, and they will be completely different because they will respect the business. It will not be too smooth. You won't do a bunch of fucking spots. It will look like a a fight scene with emotion and intensity and the threat of doing something. Like when all the kids come out to watch the two 7th graders fight, nothing happens and the principal takes them off both by the fucking ears. But there's a threat of something. You will look like somebody, not some skinny fat nerd in the ring wanting to get your fucking shit in for no reason and just fucking diving because there's been 8 dives already in the night and hasn't led to anything. It's fucking great. What are we on?
So you would teach them wrestling?
Yeah, I would teach them wrestling.
Like good old fashioned.
Anything old is
wrestling.
new again.
Yeah.
And if you haven't seen a Hammerlock, hell, you'll watch a whole fucking show and there's no wrestling on there. It's just moves. Moves is not fucking wrestling. But, what the fuck.
So we're gonna finish up here. If anybody out there in TikTok land, we're live on TikTok, has any questions for the Hustler Rip Rogers, we can get a few more questions in before we end this show. Got a question. This is a real person, it looks like, a real wrestler. Says, what do you think of Dan Gable? Do you know Dan Gable? Anything
Who
about
the fuck don't know Dan? Hey, here's the thing about Dan Gable.
Okay.
One of the most successful wrestlers in college, one of the most successful coaches ever. I remember watching him in the wide world of sports. They had him on because he had the undefeated streak for I don't know how fucking long, and the son of a bitch lost. Wow.
Did he lose on TV live?
I don't think it was. I don't know because I wasn't. I was I don't know if I was a teenager then or whatever. But the thing about it
He
was,
lost.
he was the most famous wrestler in the United States at that time, and he lost.
Now, he was the Iowa coach, right? Didn't he coach
Yes.
Iowa to all the national titles or whatever?
Yeah, he's probably the most. God, well, there was more TV then, and more. It's like years ago you could be fucking famous, and there wasn't no cable TV and stuff. And now you see something. If something's happening in Iowa, everybody knows it.
Question: Hey, Rip, have you heard of a wrestler who was blind and he won by taking his eyeball out? I don't know if this is a real question or not.
No.
You've never heard of that?
No, but oh, wait a minute. They did an angle in Portland with Carl Stiles,
Did they?
and they pulled his eyeball out.
So maybe you have heard of it.
Yeah, well, it was just worded different.
So
And
they pulled his eyeball out?
Yeah, he had an artificial eye. It was Carl Stiles. He was wrestling in Portland. He was jacked. I had him and Warlord when I was a booker in Kansas City. And they did something, and they pulled his eye out for some kind of angle.
Warlord, you're talking about like the Warlord?
Yeah,
like
the
big
Warlord.
jacked
Yeah,
guy with
yeah.
Barbarian?
Terry Supinski's his name.
So he was out like in Portland?
No, in Kansas City. I mean,
Oh, Kansas
excuse
City,
me. Yeah.
okay.
Well, he's just starting. He was big, jacked, and rotten. But everybody starts out rotten. The big and jacked you can't teach. You got a little experience, and all of a sudden he's off making the big money. Nice guy.
All right, we're not getting very many questions here, so you guys really dropped the ball out there. in
His
TikTok
last name
land.
was Sullivan. No.
Could have been a different angle.
Yeah, okay. Vader almost lost an eye once. We got his eye socket bust because Stan Hansen busted him in the goddamn fucking eye.
Stan Hansen did?
Oh, yeah, fucking Stan's throwing him punches, and Stan's pretty much legally blind. And they've just beat the shit out of each other.
Says, any funny stories working with Jim Cornette? We get all that shit all the time about Cornette.
Not really funny, but Jimmy lose his temper a lot, and he'd put the racket to the walls, the racket to the car, or heaven forbid, don't get in his goddamn way. He's getting red, he's going to swing at something if it
I
moves.
think maybe I've asked you personally, I don't know if I've asked you on the show, do you and Cornette ever have any?
No. Of George Animal Steel. As a matter of fact, the first time I went to WWF-TV in Philadelphia and Allentown, and I took Seymour native Ed Kerner with me, who was Hosser Boss Tweed, we was all sitting around chatting because I was a school teacher at Union City, Indiana. Ed Kerner was a teacher at, I think it was a Manual Lutheran. And then George Animal Steel, he was a school teacher and a football coach too.
Wow.
And I worked with George Steele, and I got the green mist in my fucking face, and busted the turnbuckle, etc. And
So did you like him?
oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. I was just a goddamn mark, got his autograph and everything. Oh, hell yeah.
What was your favorite match working for the Poffos?
Probably working against Leak and Lanny. We wrestled in a cage match, and I lost my hair in Rupp Arena.
Ah, that would be awesome. What was your bloodiest match?
I try not to have any.
Did you ever have any?
Oh, yeah, but very, very seldom.
Now, were your bloody matches on purpose bloody, or?
Some of them were, some of them weren't. A lot of times you just get busted open.
Yeah. What's a typical day look like training in OVW? Ding, get the fuck out of the ring. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, pretty much. Get out.
Typical day, I mean, it's 4-hour practices. A lot of chain, a lot of wrestling.
Yeah.
We taught wrestling. We did wrestling. Psychology, promos, wrestling. Holds, moves, heat. More heat. Matches.
Just like any coach would do. You put you through the fucking drills, fucking muscle memory.
Not stunts.
Do it in your...
Not dives.
Yeah.
Not choreographed bullshit. That's pretty much it. All right, we got to wrap this thing up. I never know how to turn this off.
Well, I never
think
do.
you hit that button.
Greatest ever.
In now. TikTok was pretty weak today. I don't know if I'll edit this. Just leave it all like this.
He ain't gonna edit.
If they would bring in more questions quicker, it'd be really good. I think.
Well, yeah, but they're all
for
putting.
TV.
They're always saying they joined, whatever the hell that
They
means.
joined the live. That would just mean.
Oh,
they joined the live.
okay.
So
All right.
There was like 100 people on there.
Okay.
All right, Rip, you got any final thoughts? We're gonna bring this show to a close. Episode 17, man.
Did we get everything in?
Well, we're not done yet. It's still recording. I mean, did we get? What do you mean? Did we get everything in? We get all our shit in? Is that what you're asking?
I don't fucking know. You ain't got to.
Did you not get the format? I mean,
No, it says other media.
do you think we got everything in? Is there something you want to add?
No, that's all right. Greatest ever.
Like put your teeth in or something.
I put them in.
Slam the Coke.
Oh, no, here they are.
On the desk. What do you mean you put them in? Maybe slam the Coke down. You don't have to put them in. I mean, you've had them out the whole show, so why put them in now? All right, we got no big inning. This has been Lilas Studios, Wrestling with Rip Rogers. Go to YouTube, hit that damn subscribe button because we only got 800 subscribers and we need to get to 1,000. Tell them, Rip.
Get to 1,000.
No big ending. We're out of here.
Jay.